Mink coat transformed into a bunny rabbit. The original project was to be 3 teddy bears, but they asked if I could make a bunny as well. So we made the bunny out of the black mink jacket, very nicely textured. So the next thing I did was cut out all the templates, fuse them to interfacing. Next, I prepare the fur. Try to make it as flat as possible. Here are the pieces. I used a glue stick to layer them down onto the fur, and then I take the knife and I cut out all the pieces. Now, on all the pieces, all the markings are also on the muslin pieces that I used. After that, I was going to use the lining for the paw pads as well as the inside of the ears. So I tried to use the glue stick. It really didn't work. I ended up having to use Wonder Under to hold it down to the lining. Here are all the pieces lined up in the order in which they are going to be sewn. And the first thing I had to do was to close up all the dart areas, and it's so tiny it had to be done by hand. Straight pieces I could do on the sewing machine, but all the other intricate parts I could not. Here's the headpiece, and the ears are attached, and then the body, and the limbs were tucked on the inside to form like a little basket on the inside. If you see my finger, it has painter's tape on it, and I use the painter's tape to keep the thimble on my finger because my thimble keeps falling off. So like I said, all the difficult areas have to be done by hand. No way that I could get that into the sewing machine or even try to attempt it on my fur machine, because I want to have a fairly wide safety stitch to keep all those pieces together. And here I'm just closing up the bottom of the main body with the arms and the legs tucked inside, which kind of makes it difficult to sew as well. Once the body is done, then we turn the body out, and we're going to work on putting the plastic safety eyes and noses into the headpiece. Once that's done, that whole headpiece will then be placed inside that body area and then sewn by hand. Here I'm trying to get a good placement where I think I'm going to want the eyes and the nose. Eventually I'm going to move that around. I take a long needle and I poke a hole above where the seams are, because the seams are really thick. And sometimes it's hard to place it in there because the seam is thick. So you could either use a long needle or an owl, whatever you have. Some people will take scissors and poke like a tiny little circle in there. Here I'm just cutting away the bulk of the fur because I'm having difficulty putting in the nose. So just get rid of some of that extra fur that might be in the way. And then I could put the safety clip onto the back of the nose, which I eventually get in there. Once that's done, then it's time to work on the eye section. Again, poke a hole. Oh no, here I am, I'm still working on the nose. It took a while to get that little nose in there. Alright, so the nose is in. Now I'm going to fix the eyes. Use my needle to make a hole and place the eye into the hole. Take away any excess fur. Sometimes the interfacing gets in the way, so you have to cut that away or cut it out. And there we go, all the eyes are in. Now just trim away the excess fur so you can actually see the pieces. And of course, vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. And here is the completed bunny. So cute. He measures about 9 inches high in a seated position. Definitely a fun project. There he is with his brothers and sisters. Come visit us at dinahsquilts.com.